Yes, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to another video. My name is Luke and today we are covering the Bulgarian Split Squats. This is for the My Way series. Thank you very much for watching as always. We're just going to go over basically how I do the exercise, my sort of reps and sets and how I do it. Please like and subscribe to the channel and we will get straight into it. So we're starting off with some body weights. Split squats on these. These are quite a challenging exercise. I did this in this session. These always last for me. So I go through my leg extensions, leg press, squats and all that kind of stuff. And then this is like a finisher. So when I come to this, I am, fairly tired. But, you know, there's the last bit in the tank to finish off. And it is a tough exercise. But this one I kind of just do 5, 6, 8, 10 reps, paused reps, just to basically get the movement in. Legs are already warm at this point. So if you are doing this at the start, I would probably advise you just to stretch out your hips, really. Make sure you're feeling the right muscles. So for me, there's basically just one main working set and then a back off. So these ones are holding the 30 kgs. Obviously, holding dumbbells whilst doing this exercise is quite an advanced technique. You can also hold one dumbbell and you can also have like a bar on your back, something like that. But it's all in the balance for this exercise. Especially when using dumbbells, if you are advanced and this exercise is easy for you and you do add weight, you kind of need to imagine that you're sort of completing a single leg press. So when you're coming down, you're feeling the right muscles you're trying to target. And that could be you're trying to either target the quads more or the glutes more. Obviously, you're going to be using both muscles. But depending on where you place that front leg, that can determine which muscle you're sort of going to increase the chances of using more. And that all literally depends on your front leg placement. So the closer your leg is to the bench, so the shorter range you are from the bench, the more quadricep you'll use. And the more you stand away from the bench, the more your foot is further away, the more glutes you'll get and the more hamstrings you'll get, simply because of the stretch. I like to find that sort of middle ground. I like to use a little bit of both. And again, when I come down, I'm pausing and then igniting the movement with the right muscle rather than just firing up and down. With all my movements, obviously, I take my time nice and slow. But this is a really tough movement. Obviously, you've got to manage your breathing with this as well. With each rep, a lot of core is used. So afterwards, you are going to feel quite worked after these ones. I do have the straps on here as well because I don't want to basically focus on my grip fading off. I want to purely let the legs go to failure rather than my grip taking the failure point. So but if you want to work on grip also, obviously advise probably no straps on that one. So yeah, that was basically the main working set each, and then it's just a back off set for each side. This is with no weight. This is kind of like a finisher. So there's only basically two sort of sets with this, one with weight and one without. Especially with body weight, like I said, with the foot position, that determines what area you're trying to target. For me, this is a quadricep sort of quad day, dominant leg workout. So my foot's actually a bit closer, and you can see I've got my hand on my sort of as I'm trying to feel the outer part of the quad where the sweep is. I've not got my hand there to actually push up from it. I've got my hand there to actually feel the muscle and see if I can get sort of a little tap, a little feeling on the muscle, and it sort of ignites a little bit more activation. Again, it's all just mind to muscle, whatever works for you. If I stood further out from the bench, obviously I'd be targeting more of my glutes, and then I'd be pushing more from the heel. This one is more of the quadriceps, so I do push more of the center to front sort of toe area. And again, you do feel that. Doing the paused reps really does help. Again, I'm sort of slowing right down and then starting the movement, really feeling the quad even before you push up. It's a really good exercise to finish on. Again, it is a bit of cardio. It's just feeling the right muscle and doing it for your target muscle group. Probably would advise as well quite a bit of rest as well in between these. Yeah, as you can see, I got the those are actually knee sleeves that I got on my ankles there. That's what I used previously on the leg press, but I was probably too tired to take them off at this point. So but I think if you've had a good leg workout and you finish with either walking lunges or finish with these as a body weight movement, I think you've had a good session, especially if you find these tough at the end. My leg session only consists of about four exercises. If you want to count calves, it's 5. So there's not actually many really. And again, there's only 2 sets on each one. So I'm only doing 8 sets for my entire leg workout. But because I do push to a failure, that's all I need to do. I don't need to do 4 or 5 sets. Also, just a little side note as well. Some people can get some lower back pain during this as well. That purely comes down to either 2 things. Mainly, it can be other things, but mainly it could either be tight hip flexors or the position of your foot. The tight hip flexors can come from an anterior pelvic tilt. So if your lower back is arched quite a lot when you're doing this, you could feel your lower back. Or it could be your foot placement, okay? So stand forward a bit, stand back a bit, try it, see if the lower back pain goes. If not, it can be the step height. See my foot at the back there? The height literally could be too high or it could be too low for me. So that could be a little few things to switch up if you do feel some lower back pain on those. So yeah, just some side keynotes really on this one. So I've just come up with a little sort of formula really. So the slower your reps, the more controlled they'll be. And then the more controlled the reps are, the more balanced the reps will be, okay? Also for balance, if you're beginning this, obviously I wouldn't advise a weight at the start. Just focus on literally form without any weight. Have something close by, maybe another bench, another piece of equipment, maybe someone sticking their arm out so you can hold onto their arm just in case the balance goes. And obviously, you want to just keep practicing that each side. Again, it's a skill. Every exercise is a skill. You just need to keep on practicing with those. And the third point on here is feel the right muscle working. So if you're targeting the glutes, make sure you feel the glutes. Okay, so that means a bigger step forward, and just make sure you're actually feeling the glutes coming down, you're pausing, and then you're pushing from the heel and you're feeling the glutes coming up. The opposite for the quads, bring the leg in a little bit closer, control it down all in the quad. Again, have your hand there, sort of near the muscle we're working so you can feel it, and then push up from that muscle and think of that muscle when you're doing this exercise. And as always, keep practicing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.